Hey guys, welcome to the recap. Today is the 13th and it's Friday, last of the week. So let's go ahead and pull up the overall SPY chart real quick just to show you how the market was in general. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll let the chart load real quick. All right, so whoops. So if we open up SPY, right? So as you can see today, it did fairly well, right? It had a run down and then it was holding the VWAP area and then it took off from there, right? So let's look at the daily chart, right? How it looks on the day overall. So the daily chart, again, just like how I mentioned yesterday, came down, a couple candles up, came down, one up, maybe tomorrow's a little bit down and then maybe we go up, something like that, right? So, but it's interesting that this candle had, big push on the red volume and then gave us pullback with light green volume and then slightly higher red volume. So let's see how Monday and Tuesday go. So other than that, let me show you the stocks I was watching today. Today I was watching UROV, but it was too expensive. HOFV, CBAT, NAVB, and SOLO as well. It's not here, but at the time it was. So yeah, so today you can see over here, down here, I traded also IMAC as well. IMAC is not there right now just because it failed. I traded IMAC, SRNE, and SOLO, right? So IMAC, let's go over that real quick. So if I pull over IMAC here, let's pull up the 1 minute chart. So as you can see, it failed right in the whole day. So I got long. Let me see the time I got long. So IMAC, I got long at 9:48, my time 6:48, at the breakup 142, and then sold a couple of cents later. And it was at 9:48, right? So my time is 6:48. So it's around this area right here, right? As you can see, this was a clean break. And I got in, obviously, I pretty much sold almost at the top, right? I sold around this area right here, right? So just because, the level 2 is looking kind of weak, and then you see this doji, so it kind of failed. So that was one trade I had. And then other trades that I was looking for that kind of failed, that was worth watching, is going to be the SRNE. So let's go ahead and look at SRNE real quick. SRNE I was watching for this break right here. And it did work out, but then obviously started failing. I was looking for this to break the high of day. And I was planning to sell this around like 650 area, but it never made it there. So I ended up, I think, maybe losing like a cent on it or something like that. Let's see. So I got in 643 and then it got out at 641, so like 2 cents. And the other ones are not going to be a good, thing to show just because you're not going to learn much. They weren't exactly clean patterns, but level 2 looked kind of strong. So overall, I mean, I only had like few trades, and I finished the day up $5. Nothing crazy, nothing to run home about. But later on in the day, stocks were moving, like APWC. This had a good run, right? Even right now, this had a good pop. So definitely, things were running. This area I was watching, but the seller was there and it did break down. I didn't get in, and it went in without me. And yeah, so same thing over here, right? This was a good pattern here as well for some cents, I guess. But again, it didn't hold up. So that was that. And what else? I was also watching HOFV, and that obviously failed. If you look at it, right, it all failed. CBAT had a good run. I actually missed this. This, I was expecting more of a pullback around, actually I think it was this area right here. was going to be my first entry. I wanted to get rejected one more time, and then I wanted to get in after that, but it went without me. And this was another pattern right here that I missed for this break right here, right? But I missed it. But that would have been a very, very good run, right? Because the high of day is right there. So even then, if I get in here, I could have sold at the high of day break right here. And still make good money. But I missed it. It is what it is. So that was that. And it did have a decent, run up afterwards, I guess. It was trading in a channel, you can say, which is going to be like this. I don't trade trendline support, at least not yet, maybe in the future. But definitely you could have bought in over here, or even, let's say, around here. If you saw the price bouncing up from here and it's holding trendline, you could have got in here, and then you could have got in here again and could have sold, as it's going up. So, but I don't really trade trend lines right now. What else? What I had on watch? SOLO was another one. This one was whippy. Look at these big red candles, right? But I couldn't really find a clean pattern on this. But I guess there was a bull pennant flag. But then again, I like to see more of a flat top than these upper wicks as much. But it worked out, I'm sure, for a lot of people. I didn't trade that. Other than that, this could have been a good pattern here, but I wasn't watching it at the time. This area right here, as you can see, this is more like a flat top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could have got in for this break and sold on the way up. Yeah, so that was for solo. Today couldn't really find, a lot of patterns. Some failed, some worked out, and whatnot. I think AYRA, I just saw it's moving. So this may, do something later on for a break around this area. Maybe it comes back up and gets rejected and then goes up and tests his high of day or something like that. But yeah, nothing really crazy. But for Friday, that's why I was more cautious. It's Friday. I want to make sure I don't force anything and, be a right day or something like that. But I stuck to my plan. I finished up $5. That's something, I guess. So definitely, be cautious. Let's see how it is coming in Monday, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys. I will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.